Otherwise, it's going to be like, what are we doing here? Okay, welcome once again to BridgeMakers Helper 2 graduation for Meri vio, who has been with us for 9 months as a Helper 2 and 3 months as a Helper 1, so a full year in total. Yay! That's right. There's the dance. Woohoo! Okay, so let's proceed to the black hole. I'm on my but we're gonna go with it.
To just stop, to think, and to genuinely contemplate something of which our day-to-day, with its fast-paced nature and short-term rewards,
I'm gonna pause this and get this entered in. There we go. Okay. So before
I have great breath.
Bet you do. I bet you do. All right. So before
today we're stepping into a pretty
it plays, let's all come down here. We can hear a little bit and share some Meri stories for a few minutes here, because everybody has a Meri story, whether you realize it or not. So yeah, as you all know, Meri has been adminning for us as his primary role, and at times also has been our community guide and our grounding force of support and energy through so many different ups and downs at BridgeMakers. So very, very grateful for your service, Meri. And I guess one of my favorite stories of Meri is during an especially dark moment, I think a couple months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I was really questioning myself and my own, integrity to some degree. I was pretty shaken by a conflict that had happened, and Meri said something to me at that moment that was just very grounding, which he just said, "But I know you pretty well. I know you better than most, and I know that's not true about you." And it just kind of stopped me in my tracks, and it kind of neutralized the poison of that particular conflict. And so I think you are incredibly observant, whether or not you are outright boisterous about that. That's one of my favorite memories. Oh.
Nice.
Well, was a Meri memory.
I need to find an appropriate.
I got mine.
What's yours?
All right. We want to come up to the front for it, but
yes,
I'll set that norm.
Nice.
Yeah. So pretty much I'd say probably my earliest, as well as one of the most formative memories I had with Meri was back before you changed, moderators to community guides, and you had me and Meri as moderators, I think within my first month of doing BridgeMaker stuff. There was it was a couple months in, because it was it was some fallout to political things that has become all too normal now, but I'd say it was kind of just ramping up then, and there was just a little bit of I had a thought, and then I went to look in the moderator channel, and Meri had already voiced the thought. He was on the same page already, kind of doing the same things I would think to do, and I was like, oh yeah, this guy's good,
Yeah.
So just from there, I kind of just I put a lot of trust in me that I knew that he had a good take and view on things, kind of what actions would be best and what ramifications those could have, all that kind of just deep thinking on things.
Yeah, Meri's really good at identifying subtext and almost predicting where we're going to go unconscious, or maybe go into black and white thinking, and then he inserts humor and or norms awareness there. So that is a gift of Mary's. The prophet of humor. Aww. Yay. Welcome, Jay. We're just sharing some favorite memories and seeing how many times we can get Mary to fall over before we present his new avatar to him.
I didn't want to overdo it, but I've been thinking it.
He's like, I'm impulsively visualizing myself dying as you're all talking.
Just watching him fall over and over.
I know, exactly.
If that's what you want.
Well, it's okay.
I'm ready.
Who else? Any favorite Mary moments other than this amazing fun game? Mm-hmm.
I remember a moment when we were building this world and we were scrambling to get all this stuff together, and Sylan is showing us her GM tool, and she was telling us like, oh, setting up something where you teleport someone to a very specific location would be kind of a hassle, probably something we don't have time for. And we're building the troll box for this tool to be incorporated with, and we brought it to Mary, and he's like, oh yeah, let me fix that, and he got it completely working in like a day.
Yeah. Sylan was like,
it was
under
really
no
funny.
circumstances do not change my programming. And Mary was like, well, Sylan wasn't talking to me. Mary just went in.
Actually changed very little of it.
Actually, speaking of which, I keep forgetting to tell you, Sylan does want to use your changes in the GitHub.
Yeah.
So if you
I haven't gone around to set that up.
Gonna do that. So.
Yeah.
So Sylan was so impressed with how Mary reprogrammed things that Sylan's using it in the whole interface that she continues to give out freely to people who are doing improv. So such a good example of Mary building infrastructure with just a lot of flow and love. Yeah. Mary.
So yeah, it was a fun moment. Sylan was like, I don't think you have time. If you change it, you're gonna have to change other code. You're gonna have to do all these things. And it was just like, Mary's like, I got this. He just completely
13 hours later.
And it was like, well, I guess we're good. Let's keep going. It was very, very nice.
All humanized trolls will be able to thank you, Mary, for your service. Okay. Any other stories?
We should finish this in the troll jail. I mean, the retreat and reflect.
Retreat and reflect.
Oh,
Say it with me. Retreat and reflect. Yes, we're not putting trolls in jail. We're giving them a perspective shift.
Retreat
okay.
I just made something.
Did?
Oh my god!
I
want that.
Aww.
Yes.
It's GIFs by Carl.
Awesome.
That's so good. And then,
The pedestal thing.
I know. I'm going to put this here.
I'm going to have to get it now.
Okay. And that's a free sticker for anyone. All right, we're going to watch this little video, and Mary hasn't even seen this, so he might hate it and condemn me to a mouth explosion, but just in case.
Hall of Illusions, actually, to explore
Come closer.
Mary's norms. Think of it as a gentle but really powerful guide for anyone who's managing a shared digital space.
Anyway,
so let's head inside.
Blinds in the top.
Right off the bat, Mary makes one thing super clear. This isn't about a bunch of rigid rules you have to follow. Instead, you're meant to treat this like a guiding rope. A soft, glowing rope of light that doesn't tie you down, but just kind of shows you a good path forward. And that's really the whole philosophy here. It's about wisdom, not just a list of do's and don'ts. So, here's our map. Our journey is going to take us through 6 magical stations in this Hall of Illusions. We're going to learn how to pause, figure out what people really want, be super precise with our changes, play around in a consequence-free sandbox, save our digital memories, and then, this is a big one, learn how to celebrate. Let's get started. So here we are at our first station, and it's all about the power of the pause. You can see instead of just rushing ahead, the group is taking a moment with that glowing rope of light. It's this beautiful symbol for just grounding yourself and finding your own pace. The very first norm is about knowing yourself. What's your limit? How's your patience today? Before you dive in and start making changes, you got to check in. See how the characters are just taking this collective, calming breath? That's what it's about. Giving yourself the space to actually think. And hey, this isn't about putting things off. It's about acting thoughtfully. And Meri gives us this fantastic prompt to think about. We all feel that pressure to say yes right away, don't we? But learning to say things like, let me check my calendar, or, and this is my favorite one from the source, let me mull it over and I'll get back to you. Well, those are just powerful tools. They create a little buffer for you to think and make a better decision. What's your go-to phrase for creating that pause? Okay, moving on to our second station. And here, we're tackling the challenge of figuring out what the actual
Look, it's
goals are.
Frofador on a
These
table.
glowing orbs on the table represent the project's objectives, right? Some are shining bright and clear, but others are kind of dim and fuzzy. The mission is to understand the real vision. This hits on such a common problem. Someone pitches an idea with just one or two flashy selling points, but the real reasons, the deeper goals, they stay hidden. And if you don't take the time to ask questions, to repeat back what you heard just to make sure you've got it right, you can end up building something that totally misses the point. And oh my gosh, this cartoon just illustrates it perfectly. From what the client explained, to what the engineer designed, to how the customer was actually billed, every single step is a complete miscommunication because nobody stopped to clarify the real goal. It's hilarious, but it's also painfully accurate, right? I think we've all been on a project that felt a little bit like that tire swing. This question just pulls us right into that playful vibe we're seeing at the illusion table. The characters are laughing and gesturing, trying to piece together the meaning of some half-baked idea. It's a great reminder that figuring out goals doesn't have to be some formal, stuffy meeting. It can actually be a fun, creative, collaborative thing. Our third station shows us this incredibly complex and delicate system, and the way the characters are approaching this shifting illusion machine so carefully with these slow, deliberate movements, well, it teaches us the art of surgical precision. This metaphor from Meri is just so powerful. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't go into surgery and just start making random cuts, right? Of course not. The same exact idea applies to a life system that people are already using. Every little change has a risk. Every new thing you add is something you'll have to maintain later. You want to be a surgeon, not a demolition crew. This is all about being efficient and thinking ahead. Once you know the goals, you have to ask, what's the smallest, simplest thing we can do to get there? The way these characters are hesitating before making just one tiny, precise adjustment, that's it right there. You avoid chaos and you don't create extra headaches for your future self. And this connects so beautifully to the idea of organic growth. This image, it's not about one single perfect creation out of nowhere. It's about an evolutionary process. Like Meri says, growing slowly to the same conclusion you already had still forms roots. It's about building something that's strong and that will last, not just something that works for 5 minutes. This whole idea of careful, steady growth brings us to our fourth station. A doorway just opens up into this self-contained little world where nothing has permanent consequences. This, right here, is the freedom of the sandbox. This is where the real fun, the real experimentation happens. Inside this little bubble, the characters are testing out their wildest ideas.
This is what it's like to be in Meri's mind.
Harmlessly chaotic illusion magic. Prototyping in a safe space lets you discover all those hidden problems and gotchas before you break the main system. It's a space for learning, not just for building. This cartoon and this quote, they just say it all. Why do we need a sandbox? Because, as Meri so perfectly puts it, everyone's a numbskull under pressure. That fear of making a mistake in a live system can totally kill creativity. A private prototype space just removes all that pressure, so you can actually innovate. This is really the heart of prototyping, isn't it? It's about that playful sense of discovery. It's the freedom to build something totally ridiculous, watch it fall apart, learn something from it, and then just tidy up and start over. Giving yourself that permission is a huge part of growing, both creatively and technically. Okay, at the fifth station, the mood shifts a little. It gets a bit more reverent. We're seeing characters perform these grand gestures, moving whole channels of light and memory into this huge, glowing archive chamber. This is about the sacred duty of preservation. Now, this is the only norm that Meri calls a hard and fast rule. And the reason is completely human. It's not about data or storage space. It's about connection and history. Deleting a channel can be just like burning a photo album. You're erasing conversations, inside jokes, and moments that are genuinely meaningful to people. So the rule is simple, but it's profound. You can see a character here. They raise a hand to get rid of an illusion, but then they pause. They can sense its history, its weight, And instead of destroying it, they gently guide it into the archive. That single action just captures the whole essence of this norm. Respect the past. And finally, we arrive at our last station, and it is just filled with light and laughter. The characters are all in a circle, showing off these little magical tricks to each other, sharing these appreciative smiles. This is all about honoring the work that nobody else sees. So much of the work of an admin happens behind the scenes, right? It's quiet, it's meticulous,
Look, it's Meri.
and honestly, it often goes completely unnoticed.
They finally got your
until
character
something
right
breaks.
at the end.
And that is exactly why this final norm is
With the
so
suit.
important. Because the work is invisible to most people, the team itself has to make it visible to each other. You
It's
have
me.
to celebrate. The principle is so simple. Every little bit matters. That tiny 8-kilogram kettlebell is just as important as the big 50-kilogram one. Every bug fix, every small improvement, every thoughtful change, it's a win. And celebrating those moments builds morale and makes all that hard work actually feel valued. And with that, our journey through the 6 stations is complete. A warm spotlight
She's
hits
next
the
to
center of the
Avatar,
hall,
Meri.
and Esker steps forward. All the illusions we've seen, that guiding rope, the goal orbs, the glow from the archive, they all swirl together and shrink down into a single shimmering card. With just a simple tap, Esker releases this wave of
Missing a top
celebratory
hat.
light that just
That's so
washes over
true.
everyone. And as Esker gives this slow, elegant bow, we're left with this one final thought. Celebration isn't just for the big, flashy project launches. It's for all the little steps you take along the way. So take a second. Think about your day or your week. What's one small bit of progress, one thing you learned, one helpful thing you did that you can acknowledge and celebrate right now?
Yay. Aww. How was that, Meri? How was it to be
really
quoted by
cracked
an
me up
AI?
when it really cracked me
Is it
up
too
when
late
it.
for me to
Go on.
say something?
No. But
Go
let's
for it.
hear Meri's review of my terrible video. And then we'll go with me.
I didn't realize I was talking to him. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
It really cracked me up how it brought in that non-skull quote and just talked about it like, you know, I wasn't
Meri
making
talks
fun of
about you
anybody.
numbskulls all the time.
Oh, man.
Yay.
God.
Well, I think, I don't know for any of you guys, but reading this really brilliant doc Meri made on how to admin, it was way more about the norms of how to admin than it is about the like rules of it. And so he's got a lot of playful humor in it, and it's just fun to read. Makes me realize how boring most of my docs are, but in a good way. So yeah, what a cool gift on your last day to send that doc. Is that a video that you all found actually informative, or was it kind of like that was really drawn out?
I think it brought out a lot of what I guess I consider to be a lot of the exposures we've seen with Meri. So like I liked it.
It's like his dissertation of what he's learned
Yes.
admin. Yeah, nice. Okay, Maka, your turn. We'll
Okay,
get
sorry.
everyone on the spot. Yeah.
Sorry for the timing. I was slow to
No.
the draw, but I would feel remiss if I missed it entirely because I do think it was actually Meri at the very first BridgeMakers hop who, in that ball throwing game, I forget what we call it, but was the
Appreciation
first
game?
to have appreciation to say something about me, and
Aw.
couldn't miss this chance to return it. But figuring out what to say was eluding me. Thank you. Excuse me. Let me wait for the ball to get to right. Okay.
There you go. You drew him in.
Meri is so efficient that I almost feel like he gets everything done perfectly before he even leaves time to make a story. So when I think back through all the interactions, I could talk about conversations with the TV show House all the way to laundry and bed sheets and things like that. And I've enjoyed every single one of them because he's a good listener and he is a good conversationalist. But I was trying to think of like, what's a story? And the only one that really came to mind is I remember early on as well when I was inviting people in. I think one of them was Scott, but I think I had a few friends coming over from like mindfulness VR angle, and I was trying to help them all. We were in one of those worlds where it was a little bit complicated with one of those menus. You had to like right click or something to bring up the thing and then click on the certain spot to get to where the main group is. And I was trying to juggle it all. Meri showed up and kind of took Scott under his wing, if I remember correctly, immediately. And I was still, I knew Scott, Meri at that point well enough to feel like I knew, like that he was going to be able to do it. But it's just amazing to see him do it so perfectly. So it's rare that I feel comfortable letting somebody else take my friends in and kind of welcome them into the group for me, but it allowed me to focus on a different friend while he helped Scott out. And of course now Scott needs no introduction, so it's it's ancient history. But I still remember that. Like you nailed that, and that was one of the first times I got to see it. But of course you've done that time and again since. So it's just really fun to see you celebrated like this, because you certainly deserve it.
Yay! Thank you, Maka. That really captures the. There you go. You finally got him to die. Well done.
Got it. Yay!
Mouth explosion for everybody. Yeah, I think that definitely captures the. Meri doesn't arrive with a big presence, but he leaves a big hole when he leaves because he makes so much space for everybody. Yeah. And does it so gently and tenderly. Nobody feels afraid of Meri. Can you imagine him in a villain avatar? Got to get you a villain avatar.
Oh, I have one of those.
Do you really? Wow. Here we go. This is going to be...
I've got... here we go.
Dark Woody. Creepy Woody.
Yeah.
Well done, Meri. Yes. Yay. Well...
cartoony.
This is Meri trying to be a villain. Okay. Yes. Evil scientist Meri. Yay. Well, without further ado, I think we have an avatar to present you. Thanks much to Fedor.
Yeah, I'm still working at some bugs, but I mean, what I mostly been doing this whole week has been basically doing my best to completely recreate Meri's avatar from a model I found. So you can have access to the files and just do whatever you want with it. It's pretty much like the exact character with the exact outfit. We had discussed if we could do multiple outfits, but the Quest version isn't going to be able to do that, so we would have to keep it to this. But it does have a couple other additions. I got Gogo Loco on here, so that's good.
I'm admiring.
What's
in like headset with animations? Finally,
that's right. Look at that, Meri. This is what it'll look like someday when you put a headset on. You can see your future.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's funny. I feel like I never realized I've never seen Meri in VR. So
the
seeing
character
animated is like, whoa.
Exactly.
It's because I'm British. We're like this naturally.
He stands like this in his home all the time, and he just stands on attention. Okay, so you're getting a little show and tell.
We've got the dance, and we can have a slider.
Meri's got that part too.
The fast dance. You go.
Oh my goodness! I love that the shader in here on you, Meri, makes you look very red and sinister, and then Fedor's shader is blue.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the shader would have been. There's no information for me to figure that out.
Well,
but then we've got the clap that also can go as fast as you want to.
Oh my goodness! I think Meri got that one.
Yeah,
I like to do humorous fisticuffs by doing dance really fast. And like, come on.
It's like
put them up.
Fight dancing. Yeah.
I think. All right, and I think I got this right. We have a bow, so you don't have to
there's your bow.
Fall over dead every time.
Yay!
Just like really, there's a formal and an informal one that are like very similar, but just one is slightly more like
I love that.
off foot. And then I found, because of the dying animation, I was looking through a whole pack of dance animations. I found this one called The Dip, It's like from Fortnite or something. Minions come out. It's just so goofy.
It's like
There's
some.
Well, I gotta give credit to Hey You for not putting on too much work, but keep giving me opportunities to do something. And I feel like I generally follow a rule in life that I try and always find something to do that I also learn from. Even if I'm learning something that is not, part moving me towards some dream goal or whatever, but at least something. And Helper 2's journey for me has been learning all along the way. So I'm grateful. As much as I may have put in for BridgeMakers, I've gotten back out. So.
Aw, yay!
Yeah.
And you left us with seeing adminning not as the dreariest, heaviest thing ever, but actually as a magical craft. So there's a sticker with Mary's norms for anybody who wants to clone it, who can. And yeah, it was really good timing to have your sense of humor and just reminder to like that adminning specifically can be a very dry kind of flat task that can feel very like work laborious, but the way you describe it, it's actually very like gardening and pruning the living creature and creating magic and mess, and it's like a whole alchemy of infrastructure that you're teaching. So thank you. You will be missed. Yay. All right. Well, Sylan made it. Yay. Let's get a photo with Meri.
Oh, I don't have a wave on this one.
Oh,
then...
I should have that one. I can do
Oh,
real quick, but
nice.
That's easy to fix.
That's okay.
It'll happen. No waves. Can you sit cross-legged though? I don't think I've ever seen you sit cross-legged.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there we
Whoa,
go.
Oh my goodness.
There's cross-legged. Whoa.
I prefer this way more than the other one.
The kneeling like you're proposing to all of us? Yes, yes. Okay, well,
actually, I do like the kneel, but...
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Cross-legged's awesome. Okay, well, let's say happy walkabout, Meri. Yay.
Happy walkabout.
Happy walkabout. Thank you. Oh, Meri's grooving it out. And then I think you don't have a bow on your other avatar, but last time when we celebrated you, you switched to a vacationing version of Escar. So
Oh yeah.
nice. Yes, that's
Yeah,
I
right.
have that
I'll
model
do
too,
that.
actually.
This is Mary's I'm off duty avatar. Little
Oh, yes.
That one's pretty good
Escar's
too.
ready
Yeah,
for the
I have
beach.
that model as well. I have so many.
Oh, nice. Yay.
I'll have to look something out.
Well, the other thing we did the other night, for those who were present, is we went around and tried to find great England worlds for the Afterglow, just to give you a sense of being back at home. I think our favorite one might have been this one. I'm going to drop a portal for anybody who wants to keep hanging out. I will do... Just ask Sylan, will friends plus be the right instance? Sylan's been helping me think about group instances. Hopefully it will. Semi-permeable. Let's go check this out. This will be our last world to hang out in. It's fun. The car is quite magical.